Hi everyone, welcome back to another IU review. We're up to review number 15. It's time for the legendary, the infamous Party Queen. Here she is in all of her leopard print and panty glory. Alright, I have a lot to say about this album, so let's get right into it. Starting off with track number 1, the title track, Party Queen. No instrumentals or intros, let's straight into the album. And I love this song. Like, I really love this song. It's definitely like exactly what you expect, like musically and lyrically. Like it is just a dance bop. Let me see real quick where I wrote down for the lyrics because there was a funny one. Oh yeah, she's this is the sound of the world, and I'm the princess. T. And then obviously throughout the song she repeats in English, Party Queen. Yeah, like it's just like the perfect way to start the album. It's just like everything you'd want from like a dance song from IU. So yeah, Empress tier for me. Absolutely love it. I wish she sings the next two songs we're gonna sing about pretty often, but she like never sings this song. She needs to sing this song more. I'm manifesting it. Alright, track number 2, we have NaNaNa, another dance bop coming at you from IU. Now this one is a little bit more of an edge to it, I would say. We have Timmy rapping in this song, which is definitely an experience. But overall, I think it's really fun. Like, I don't know, I can never be mad at this song. Like, I'm always in a good mood when I hear this song. Now, I will say, the first song was definitely just like a party anthem. Like, there wasn't too much to it. This one, I would say lyrically, you can kind of see like the darker side of the Party Queen. She says like in the lyrics like I'm a lonely queen, and she talks about how it's not always a party time for the Party Queen essentially. So I like that lyrically that we get that bit of the darker side, and musically I think it's great. And I love it overall. I don't love it, you know, quite as much as on Empress tier. It's not up there with Party Queen, but it's like right below Party Queen for me. Alright, and last song for this intro section we have Shake It. Shake It with a heart. Don't forget the heart. Also, in the very beginning of the song, for the longest time I thought she was just saying like, I love it, but she is saying the lyrics, I love girls in English, which is, love that for IU. Don't want to assume her sexuality. I've been wrong in the past, so if IU loves girls, she loves girls. And it's definitely, which surprised me too, I looked up the lyrics, it's like very much a feminist anthem, whereas like the first two songs were more just general party songs. This is very much about saying how there's magic only girls have, and just like very much an empowering feminist anthem, so I love that too. And yeah, I just love the song. I would say out of the first 3 tracks, it's my least favorite, but I still love it. It's really great. It's really fun. I like it. Alright, so next up, track number 4. Don't know how to pronounce this. I'm assuming it's like taskebab? I don't know. It's our first instrumental track. I really love this one. It's like an electro rock song. It's really like fast-paced and fun, and definitely a great transition to our next section. We start the next section with track number 5, Call. This song, I feel like I say this a lot, but it's true. This song is very underrated. Like, people, I feel like, never talk about this song. IU, I think she's performed this song like once or twice, but I think it was during like a TA tour, so like it wasn't recorded. It was just like a couple dates out of the tour, so another song I wish she would do live. And it very much sounds like almost like American, like early 2000s, mid 2000s, like pop rock. It just has this very like nostalgic sound to me, even though it's from 2012 and it's not that old. Let me see if I wrote down the lyrics real quick. She says, "You were warm as you." What's happening here? Alright, she said, "You were warm as you wiped away my tears." So it's definitely like her reminiscing about like a past love. So lyrically, it doesn't do that much for me, but song itself, just musically, I really enjoy it. I would say it's actually Empress tier for me. Like, yeah, I love it. All right, next we have Letter, which I feel like goes perfectly along with Call. Like, I feel like they're sister songs in my head. Very much again like pop rocky. This one's more on the slower side. And this one definitely is reminiscing about like a past love. She talks about how like she's walking past like the spot that they used to always hang out together or drink together. She's remembering times that they used to spend together. So definitely reminiscing about a past love, not necessarily like upset about it, just kind of like thinking about it, like in a bittersweet type of way. So I like that. It's a nice song, and yeah, musically I really enjoy it. Like I said, it's very similar to Cole, but also stands out on its own, so I really enjoy it, and yeah, I love Letter. Alright, so next we have track number 7, Reminds Me. Now this one is very much, it's definitely in line with the other songs. It's like a rock sound, but it's definitely like a harder hitting rock sound, more just less pop, more rock. Yeah, overall it just sounds darker. Let me see real quick. I wrote in the lyric. She says, reaching the dark room, I have to turn the lights on, and she's like talking about basically how she wishes she could like forget the past, but she can't. Like she realizes like it's not a possibility, and she's kind of basically saying like when she's like alone in her room at night is like when it comes at her worst, and that's when she wishes she could just forget everything that happened. But overall, I would say I like Reminds Me. For me, it sounds like almost something we could hear maybe on like Guilty. It's just very much a standard rock song for me. And as I said many times past, it's not my personal taste, so I enjoy it. I like the song, but it's not a favorite. Right, next we have track number 8, Return Road, and this one is a favorite. So this is IU's like divorce anthem, like very clearly. It's like a sequel song to Virgin Road, which is like her wedding song. It is clearly, she says literally in the lyrics here, she says, the two of us can't be understood by anyone else but each other, and she's talking about how they can't be on this road together anymore. Like it's very clearly about her divorce from her first husband. And literally in the music video, like she stomps on a picture. Does she stomp on it or runs over it? But there's a picture of her ex-husband like in the song, so in the music video for the song. But yeah, I actually really love this song. I love like this organ. It almost sounds like we were at like a funeral or something. Like, because of course IU just make divorce song the most dramatic thing ever. But I love Return Road's Empress tier for me. All right, next we have track number 9, Tell Me Why, which is the last song of like this little rock section. And I actually really enjoy this one too. I feel like it's another one that even I sometimes overlook, but it's really a great song. I think it's really interesting that this one was written by like a European production team and who are known for like producing songs for Eurovision. Just a little fun fact. I think it definitely makes sense. Like it has that kind of vibe with it. Lyrically, she's basically saying like she wishes this person would tell her like why they're in so much pain or share that pain with her, which is like a theme we've heard in the past before. So lyrically not super interesting, but I do like the song. I do like when we get closer to the end, she says like tell me why like over and over again in English, which I think is really pretty and stands out. And yeah, overall I love Tell Me Why. It's a great song. Alright, so we're finished with the little rock section. Now we have track 10, A Cup of Tea. This one's like a weird interlude. It's very just like weird, I don't know, it's like weird noises and like a British man saying like, would you like a cup of tea? It's very odd. Like, yeah, I like the intro just because it is so unique, but it's not something like I love necessarily. It's just kind of there. But it is a good transition into the next section, which is I feel like people kind of lose the album at this point, but we'll talk about it. Track number 11, we have The Next Love, which is like, I don't even know how to describe it, like very like Broadway, West End, theatrical, yeah, like very much that type of vibe, like totally different from like anything IU has ever done, very different from what we hear in J-pop, honestly, as a whole. Lyrically, she's talking about how she remembers when she stands in front of her mom's mirror when she was a kid, and now she's looking back in life and she's thinking like through like all the pain I've experienced, like am I an adult now because of that? And yeah, just really interesting lyrically too, like basically reflecting on her life. Yeah, music, like I said, like, totally gives me musical, cabaret, like it's giving all that type of vibe. So I actually really enjoy the song. I love this song. I think it's totally unique, and I actually really enjoy the chorus. So yeah, I love it overall. Alright, next up, track number 12, I Smoke Magic. Very much, you know, like I say, this like a sister song to The Next Love. It's very much that type of vibe. Still, like I can see IU performing this like in a like cabaret show as like a one-woman show. Like it's very much that, very Liza Minnelli. This one, I think these are my favorite lyrics on the entire album. These lyrics are so interesting to me because it's literally like talking about like IU like watching her parents as a kid, or not. Well, I'm gonna talk about this more at the end. I feel like it's more so this persona that's IU's created, and she talked about how she's watching like her parents kind of argue about like her dad watching TV and her mom not liking that he's watching TV, and IU's like, I pretend I don't see it. I'm just spending time with my diamonds and roses, and kind of basically saying how she became the party queen that she is and like her upbringing. So it's really interesting for like a pop song to tackle that. And yeah, musically, I don't enjoy it as much as The Next Love, but I do enjoy the fact that it's so unique. And I love the lyrics. So overall, I do like the song. It's just not like the catchiest song. It's not something I'm gonna listen to on repeat or anything, but I do appreciate it. All right, and we're almost done. We have track number 13, which is Serenade in A minor. This is instrumental track. It's actually just really gorgeous, like string piece. Like I don't have too much to say about it. Just yeah, a great like melody of like violins and everything. I love it. All right, so that brings us to the last track, How Beautiful You Are, which is the only single from the album. And this one definitely feels like the first 13 tracks like were the album. This is kind of more like the bonus track, which I don't really mind because I love How Beautiful You Are. This is IU's gay anthem, or not just like gay. I just feel like literally like an anthem for anyone who's different from, you know, like what society would consider as like a normal person. So I love that she's like embracing everyone. It is really gorgeous, the ballad. So like I will say like it's something that I didn't love when I first heard it, or for a while, but it really grew on me over the years, and now I do love the song. I will say, like the 8 Ballads 2 remaster of it, maybe Empress tier, but on this album, the original version of the song, I'll say I love it. All right, so now I'm gonna talk about my overall thoughts, and I feel like I do have a lot to say. So yeah, so first of all, I feel like IU has kind of tackled concept albums in the past on a very like surface level. But like this feels like a proper, fully realized concept album to me, where IU kind of is like this party queen character, where some of the songs I feel like she is talking about, like Return Road is definitely talking about her life. But a lot of the songs I feel like she is just kind of talking from this persona, which I love. And I feel like the album is separated into 3 different sections, and they all work perfectly. I think every interlude is placed perfectly. I love that, because in the first section is basically like the party queen out on the night, like having a blast. And then second section, I like to dub it as like the after party section, where she's kind of reflecting on her choices in life and past loves and everything like that. And then we have the final section, which is like Timmy's Cabaret, because that's like the 2 songs that Timmy produced, and they're very much like, yeah, theatrical. And this is more so like, I feel like I can imagine the party queen on stage at this point. Like this is like the party queen performing, and lyrically it's like reflecting on her childhood, which is really interesting. So yeah, I think it's just like so cool the way it is like a proper concept album. And the album definitely has a huge British influence. It was recorded in London. Timmy produced 3 of the songs. If you don't know, Timmy is a British producer and singer that IU took on as like a backup singer during this era, and he started producing a lot of songs for her. But I feel like Timmy probably had the most influence on this album. Like overall, very British influenced. Even down to like A Cup of Tea being one of the interlude tracks. So now, all that being said, I do have one big problem with the album. The mixing just feels off to me. I feel like there are some songs where like the volume of like the music and her vocals are just like off. Like they just don't sound good, and it just doesn't sound crystal clear the way it should and the way it usually does with IU. Like I said, like listening to like How Beautiful You Are, the original, versus like just a remaster on 8 Ballads 2, it's like it's crazy to me. So yeah, that's my one like major negative critique. So yeah, with that being said, I'll go over my top 5 songs and my review, my score. And my favorite song is the title track, Party Queen. Number 2, I have Call. Actually, no, I'm sorry, skip that. Number 2, I have Return Road. And then number 3, I have Call, but they're really close. Number 4, I have NaNaNa, which is so fun. And number 5, I do have How Beautiful You Are. And with all that being said, I do give Party Queen an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's really great. I think it does get a lot of hate, and some of the critiques I can understand, but I feel like if this is an album like you weren't sure about in the past, it's definitely something I feel like should be revisited, because you might not get it on your first listen. Like, I feel like for me, I had to listen to the album at least 5 times until like I really fell in love with it. But I do understand some people are really put off by like how messy it can kind of sound, like with the mixing, and how she does tackle a lot of different styles. But for me, it makes sense and I love it. So yeah, I give it 8.5 overall. Really great. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next review. Thank you. Bye.